What is the best invention of your lifetime?
Best invention of my lifetime has to be the inhaler. As a kid, I had asthma, and I remember thinking to myself, wow, not being able to breathe sucks. So knowing that they had the revolution and things like that to give us the ability to, for people who would normally just be the old way they used to do is knock your ass unconscious, it's so you would stop hyperventilating. That was the treatment in the
Are you
back in the day.
serious?
So yeah,
So you can't breathe. Let's knock them out.
yeah, because it's a lack of corticoid deficiency, so you need adrenaline. So one of the quickest way to get adrenaline is right before you're knocked out, which then alleviates breathing, but also you're unconscious now. So good old medieval days. But yeah, the inhaler, rescue inhaler, I think is a great invention.
What say you, Sir Shake?
The original iPhone. I think is a it is a catalyst in there's a boom in technology that happened to the 220 aughts. At 2007, we had internet on phones, right? And that brought in legitimately internet 2.0, was putting the internet in your pocket. And the fact that now everybody has, well, not everybody, at least at this point, 95% of the world has the internet in your pocket. You can get any information. I think that is because the internet had been around since what the 50s. It got big in the 90s. Everybody started getting internet in their home, right? But the ability to have all the information of the world at your fingertips at any given time completely changed the course of human direction and how we, for good and for bad, because now, everybody's got an opinion. Everybody can do their own research on everything, right? So there's
Oh God.
more information. I just said there's more information. That's all I said. That's all I
It's like
said.
they can do
There's
more research, but they don't.
for
Yeah, but you're
people
right. You're
for
right.
people
You're
to
right.
do, right? That's all it is, right? There's just more information for people to look at, right? More options. It's like a buffet now. As opposed to you was going a la carte, the media is a buffet. And I think that is better in a way. I think that's the best invention in my lifetime.
Okay, I'm going to have to go with DNA testing. With the advent of more, and I think Hero could actually speak to this better, but
Mm.
with tests that actually work and they actually go by DNA, not just your blood type, we're able to get people out of jail who shouldn't have been there in the first place. So I'm definitely going with DNA test.
16% of inmates on death row in Texas are presumed innocent or assumed innocent.
Oh, so that's not I was thinking when you said DNA test. I was not thinking that.
You are.
I was thinking like I was thinking it just clears up the air on a lot of children, right? It just clears up any doubts.
That too.
That's where I thought you were going.
Yay or nay? Yay or nay? DNA tested as soon as the child is born.
I think you do it
I
beforehand.
agree with that. As long as it doesn't hurt the child in any manner. Yeah.
Which you can do without hurting the child. You can do that without hurting the child. I think you do that on the front end because, like, if you can do it on the back end, but if your name is already on the birth certificate, you kind of SOL.
Yeah. I think with the consent of the parents, yes. I think they should do that every time.
Right.
I had an uncle and his best friend name was Marcus. And Marcus's girlfriend, they had a child together. And then one day he's picking up the child, and the child's other father got there too soon to pick the child up. Well, he was dropping off the child, and the other father got there a bit too soon to pick the child up. So she actually had two boyfriends named Marcus that looked alike. So of course the child looked like both of the men, and that was an effed up situation. He was a cop too, so he brought it to him.
So where I'm from, we call that a jacket. The child is called a jacket. Right? When you raise a child that you're not 100% sure is yours, that's called a jacket. That's what we call it in the Caribbean. Right?
Why jacket?
I know a couple of
Dyson
don't ask
calls that a
questions.
trap.
We just call it we call it a jacket. Right? I got one of my good friends, he's a jacket because he's Honduran and his brother's is light skinned and he kind of dark like us three. And he's the middle brother, so it's not like he's the oldest or the youngest. He looks like us, and the other two brothers don't. So, yeah, he's a jacket.
All right. So before
Mhm.
Shake makes us lose any potential sponsors we might get,
What you mean?